It has been a while since I have made any content relating specifically to social justice warriors, and we would not want the special snowflakes to feel left out. So it is timely then that I got a report that both opens the doors on the inner workings of the SJW mindset, while at the same time providing provocation of thought. At this point, of course, I have to shill. If you believe supporting people of mythical origin, or POMO, is right, then just be sure to donate to my Patronize Me account. Ka-ching! Normally, I do not run with stories that are anecdotal and cannot be fact-checked, so you may have to take the following account with a pinch of salt. But I trust the source, and I am going to read this pretty much verbatim, as I do not need to interject anything. As stated up front, all names have been changed to protect the NPCs. I have been involved with Antifa for several years now. I joined at a time in my life when I believed the media stories stating that the West was returning to its Nazi past. I felt the anger. I cheered at the attacks against right-wingers and high-fived those burning the wrong flags. And it was not until recent events that I was forced to take a second look at my actions. Recently, a meeting was held with what can loosely be described as Antifa leadership. They were in discussions about letting in new members. Several of the members had expressed concerns relating to Antifa being labelled a hate group and were worried that law enforcement may try infiltration, which could really cause problems for them. However, they really needed more recruits by any means necessary. It was agreed they would need to institute loyalty tests, so one of the leaders, Yvette, took the decision to take the lead on this. When they came back after lunch, they had several recruits to test in another room. Yvette produced a gun. She made it clear that the gun only had blanks in it. Then she told one of the other members, Eric, to put down his bike lock and submit to being tied to a chair and placed in the back room. His head was to be covered so the recruits could not identify him if they knew him. She called in the first recruit, put the gun on the table in front of him and said, "There is a Nazi in the other room. Take this gun and shoot him." The first guy immediately got scared, panicked, and ran away. The second guy had looked a bit more promising as he placed his hand on the gun and picked it up. Then he said loudly, "I can't do this," and walked away. But the third guy, he picked up the gun, walked into the back room, closed the door. The next thing we heard was 6 shots. Bang, 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 bang. Then silence for several minutes. When he came out, he was out of breath and said, "The bloody gun only had blanks in it, so I had to strangle the fecker." Everyone in the room stood up, jaws open. After a minute, Yvette started crying. She ran up to the guy, hugged him, and said, "Welcome to Antifa."